Whoa. No, you just. Yeah, press it. Yeah. When you cruise out, you're thank you. So it's 24 minutes pushing up to 11 o'clock. We have, in fact, you're listening to The Grill. The show is brought to you by Crime Stoppers Liberia, where Old Man Sam Simon sits as the Chief Executive Officer. Again, I'd like to echo it that at Bojalinin, or Charles Elite Guest House on the First Calvary Road in Tuput Road, is embarrassed. The residents there are embarrassed a few days. In 3 mornings, we've seen criminals on motorbikes hijacking people, bags, and cell phones on that side of the Tuput Road. So like Crime Stoppers will say, don't take the law into your hands. Be a good citizen. Be a community hero. Contact the necessary authority. And they're going to take the prompt action. Howbeit, we want to welcome you now to The Grill. In case you've just joined us, it's on Freedom Radio 87.9 and 95.7. Different frequencies they are. We sit at the corner of Carey and Clay Streets. Today we have as guest Trei Hill. He's an American film director and writer, a film professor. So he'll be telling us a lot more about himself. To accompany him, we have T. Jeremiah F. Nyumah, a Liberian film director and a story writer, founder of a large filmmaking group in Liberia called Logical 5 Entertainment. And last, we'll have Pase, a movie editor, a Liberian also, a filmmaking group, a member of a filmmaking group that runs a movie school in Quawah town called Art and Sound, where Asata is the CEO, right? So we just thought to inform you that, we are here today with these 3 gentlemen who will be giving us insight of themselves. So welcome to Freedom Radio.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Let's take your voices now. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning, Lawrence. Thanks for having us, my man.
You guys are welcome. That is why we're here. That's the show, The Grill. We bring about everything from the entertainment world. And privileged to have you. I just want to welcome you to our studio.
Thank you.
Blessings. Thank you. And thank Mr. Sam for getting us here. Ada Clark for making it all possible. Thank you.
That's the voice of Trei Hill. He's going to give us more or tell us more about himself. Let's hear you, from your educational background, and we'll do it like that.
Absolutely, yeah. So I'm an American film director. I went to the Art Institute of Washington, got my bachelor's. Then I did a bunch of PAing on big major studio movies, learning how to get coffees and talk to the right people, and that led me into making my own films while I was in grad school, my own shorts. And after I graduated from my earning my master's in film, now I just teach at a couple of colleges in between working on my own movies. So yeah, super excited about this film that we're working on out here.
Okay, it's good to have you. So go to Anthony Pase. Let us know your educational background.
Yeah, I'm Anthony Pase. Yeah, I didn't school in Liberia. I schooled in Nigeria, where I did my high school, and after that I went to a movie school called PFT. Yeah, so coming back, I met this group called Videotech. That's how I joined them and started doing movies in Liberia, and I'm happy to be here.
You're welcome. And T. Jeremiah F. Nyumah, you are my countryman. So let's hear you too.
Yes, thank you so much, and let me say hats up to the Liberian people out there, the movie lovers.
Hey.
And let me recognize all of the team of Logical 5 Entertainment.
Hey.
All right, my name is Jeremiah F. Nyumah, a film director and a writer that's based in Liberia, and we run a movie group called the Logical 5 Entertainment. We are engaged into filmmaking and we have a lot of our works out nowadays in the Republic of Liberia. And regarding to my educational background, I came from the Heart of Grace High School in Liberia, located at Johnsonville, Lower Johnsonville in Painesville, and currently I'm a student at the University of Liberia.
Okay, Kizzy Man knows Bobo. So I wish you success in your educational sojourn. Now, it's good to have you, gentlemen. I just want to know how you got connected, and we'll start with Trei Hill.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was in America. Me and my wife, we stayed in Atlanta, and my Liberian family, you know, they brought me in when I was a child. I would always hang out at their house, and I'm honorary Liberian due to the Clark family. I was really excited when we went to my big brother's wedding last year. That was my first time in Liberia. I got inspired just listening and talking with everybody, all the different work classes, and everybody that's doing all these different endeavors, but all of them love Liberia. Everyone has so much pride in Liberia, and I just love that. And taking care of each other, you know? So I started working on a feature film script so that I can film there. And we actually had lunch with the Vice President and Minister of Health during the wedding, and I was telling them, they were saying how all the things that they wanted to do to improve,
Go ahead.
all the things that they wanted to do to improve the town, the city, the country. And I said, man, I'm not a doctor or a lawyer or anything like that, but as a filmmaker, I would love to be able to do a project that can do a beautiful movie that can show all your hustle, all the beauty, all the great things about Liberia, to let people know what Liberia and who it is and who's here. And they loved it, and so I started working on that script. And in the midst of me working on that script, I said, you know what? In order to get the proper investors and the proper people involved, I need to go ahead.
Wow. Welcome you back to the program. You're listening to The Grill. We apologize for the break in transmission. You are listening to Freedom Radio FM 87.9 and 95.7. We've been talking to Trei Hill. He was, talking, and we went out of power. But it's good to be back here. We got 16 minutes to 11 o'clock, so you can go ahead, Trei Hill.
Yeah. No, as I was saying, I just, I spoke with Jewel, the Vice President and Minister of Health, just telling them how I would really love to do an idea almost like a Liberian Slumdog Millionaire. I don't know if you guys have seen that movie, but it's just basically watching young teenagers in the hustle coming from the bottom and then making it on their own at the end, right? Going through all the ins and outs of what all of you guys know that are so familiar with the Liberian hustle, right? And just showing that to the world, right? And then showing them conquer that, right? So I'm creating a pitch deck, and in order to get the right investors and everyone involved, I said, you know what, let me go ahead and reach some lines out and see if I can do a short version of it to show what I'm doing. So right now we're shooting the short version of it. We're leaving straight from the studio, heading over to location to film for the next 2 days. And while I was preparing for that, I found Asada, who's running her school with the students. That's how I got the talent. That's how I met my man Tony. I reached out on Facebook from Monrovia Liberian Filmmakers. That's how I met Jeremiah. And I just can't say enough about these guys, man. It's even more inspiring. I want to succeed even more because these guys have done so much for me to this point.
Okay, so how long you been in connection with them? How long you guys have been in contact?
Yeah, me and Jeremiah, it's been a few months, huh?
Yeah,
man, it's been a few months.
So what about Anthony?
Yeah, Anthony met me when I first got here. So he works through Asada.
Which year was that, in fact?
That was like last week.
Oh, last week?
When I landed, yeah, we met Tony. And we already brothers.
Oh, okay.
It's been so good.
So you said you have your Liberian parents. You are an American, right?
Yes, I am. I'm normal black.
I know, but you are an American. You see?
Yes, absolutely.
A film director and writer.
Right.
So how did you meet your Liberian parents?
Yeah, man, it's a beautiful thing. So I grew up in Germantown, Maryland, just outside Washington, D.C., and I had a sort of broken home, so I would go over to my buddy's house, and his mom would feed me and tell me I could spend the night and take me to the weddings and do the grand march with the family at the weddings. And I just fell in love with the culture. They held me down so much. So any film that I do, I always want to make sure it's coming from the heart, you know, because all the other stuff comes and goes, but as long as I know that I'm doing something that's of service and I really, really want to do it, I want to put that story out there. That's what I'm gonna clench my teeth into. So that's what this is all about. It's about reciprocating that love that the LIB gave to me since I was since I was a little kid, you know.
Okay, that's the voice of Trei Hill. He's an American film director and writer. He's here with our Liberian brothers, T. Jeremiah, F. Nyumah, and Anthony Pase. Well, we don't have to ask you how you got connected to T. Hill. We already know you explained that part of it. So do you enjoy, have you enjoyed being around Trei Hill? Jeremiah?
Yes, probably. Let me say yes. I'm so warm to have worked with him. Like he said, we met on a Facebook a couple of months, and one of the things that I love is that he encouraged, when he saw my work online, he encouraged me, he built me up, and, you know, he mentored me, he talked to me a lot how the work is good, and yeah, and then thing I was like, wow. So basically that brings me more joy to have do more, most especially in Liberia, alright, where we found ourselves. But as we all know, it is somehow challenging in our country, where you see that as a filmmaker in Liberia, alright, you won't be welcomed by your own people. So I'm saying this to all Liberians that are listening to us. This should serve as a way of encouragement for all the Liberian filmmakers in Liberia, because of if we can have people from other countries liking our works, encouraging us and motivating us to do more, and they are coming for us to work together, being in collaborations. So that means that we are actually doing something better, all right. And we are going to go ahead, all right. So it is my encouragement to our Liberians who are always in the saying that the Liberians movie are nothing, so that they can see and prioritize Liberia fame and get them at heart. Because if this man from different countries get that kind of love and inspiration for our Liberian fame, and he have traveled that kind of distance to come and work with us, then what most about we the citizens of
different
this
culture
nation?
now.
Yes.
So,
that sound more goods to me, and we have been working together with him since then he came.
So how long have you been into film making?
I have started filmmaking since 2012 and up to now.
Do you have education in that field? Do you have a degree, or what level of education do you have in film?
I don't have a degree, but I have some certificates and diploma. I attended some film sections, and I attended some film workshops, and I attended, and I was certificated here and there on some films. So from these things, you know, everything in life is about passion, okay? So like he told me, when he asked me, I told him that I did not attend a film school, but he said that my works and my movements and my activities are more than people, you know, normally like that even said for film classes, all right? So I did my first film called The Other Side of Life, and I just did another one called Family Tears, that which will be out next month, March. So there are a lot of great things we are doing, yet and still with all of these certificates we have, there are a lot of great and important things we are doing. And in the future, we are anticipating also to go to film school, so we can get paper from there, all right, to help push her up.
You are a film director, so how do you what do you see in a person before putting him or her into a particular role in a movie?
Well,
what do you want to see in a person?
For me, I see all of the arts that I want, both your basically your artistics, your gestural, and you
gotta explain that in a very low term that all of us will have to understand. Yeah.
All right, you should be a kind of person that is fit for a role. All right. Firstly,
so how do you know one is fit for a role?
Yeah, maybe if you are if a cast handle a script already, digest the line, some of them will roll the lines, and you get to know that person is good. At times you will get to know when they are delivering what you want them as a director to do, all right, in their actions, all right, what you want them to do, they will do it, and definitely you will know that person suit or role. So maybe if you want them to give you a sorrowful mood, and that person give you a perfect and they are okay, then you say yes. this person is qualified for this role.
So I'm still talking to you, Jeremiah. If
You're welcome. Go ahead.
What do you? I want to know what encouraged you to do movie making in a country like Liberia.
Well, when I was coming up, I love acting. Like I said, I used to conduct a drama in my school back then. All right, so I just through walking about, I can remember when I was a kid and I visited a movie rehearsal ground. I sat at the back and I observed people doing some actions and cuts here and there, and I felt like a little bit interesting. And as time go by, I started visiting their rehearsal ground. But when we moved out, that what I'm talking about, that was done at the Riversphere Highway at the Bible Wind Mission site. So, but when we moved at the prep line, I decided, but then what I loved, what I saw, I would get inside of it and make myself more active into it, and that was how I tried to find a filmmaking area in the prep line. And definitely a friend of mine carried me to one filmmaking group called Royal Grace, and that's how I began. And today,
So how many you have been into this thing for how many years now?
like I said, since 2012, I started filmmaking.
So this should be your 8th year.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's hear you, Anthony Pase. Are you from? You said you were school in Nigeria.
Yeah, I schooled in Nigeria.
Are you Liberian?
Yeah, I'm a Liberian, 100%.
Okay. So how part of Liberia you are from?
I'm from Sino County.
And Pase is what tribe?
Pase is we.
We.
Yeah.
And what is the meaning of it?
Can you tell Pase?
Okay. So let's hear your own side of the story. You are an editor, movie editor.
Yeah.
How many movies have you edited?
A lot of movies. I've done a lot of movies. When I came to the country,
Precisely.
more than 5 or 6.
Name them.
I got the latest, the one we did now. Actually, I do what's it called? Music videos too.
Okay.
But I've been working on music videos mostly since I came into Liberia. I've been working on music videos.
So how many music videos have you edited?
I work with Boss Record, and I work with an artist called Character Board, and I've been the one doing his videos since I came. So that's how I met what's it called, Videotech, the CEO Ashata, and her husband Abraham K. Kazulu. So from there we started working, and now I'm an instructor at the school where they teach arts in class, where we teach children from the ages 9 to 17 how to act, how to hold the instruments, how to take good photos and do good videos, So it's been there, so we're still coming, and I get to meet my own boy and Trei. We've been working together on his movie and a couple of days now, and it's been good,
Okay. So we come back to our brother here, Trei Hill.
Yes, sir.
And I hope you feel at home. This is Liberia.
Oh yeah.
And the cool thing is, Liberia has that connection with the United States. If you look at our flag, same colors and all that. So this is your home. Your home away from home. God bless your Liberian parents. And God bless you too for remember Liberia is your place and recognizing the talents that we have. You told me that you came back. You came to Liberia and you want to give back to Liberians because you've been helped by your Liberian parents, right?
Correct.
That was what you talked about when we were chatting outside of the radio.
Right.
So let's talk about the movie you intend to produce here in Liberia.
Yeah. So it's the feature film right now is called Liberation Nation, and it's based around these two teenagers who are workers. They work for a family in a compound. And the brother, he has all these zany schemes all the time to get rich quick, to keep getting them in trouble. And the little girl or his sister, she drives the family around and she does hair. And she's a little aimless and doesn't have ambitions. But at the end of the day, they end up having to get kicked out of the compound. A lot of madness occurs and they have to get a break at the end by some Liberian at the end. So that's the feature film, but in order to get to the feature film, we got to do a short previs that we're doing this weekend, and it's just a condensed version of that. We're just doing a nice, simple scene with the two of them after a long day of work. The brother has his arm stuck underneath the wheel of the tire or the well of the tire because he was working on the brakes. and they have to his sister has to figure out how to quietly get him out before Oma ends up kicking him out for the hijinks again, you know.
Okay, so this movie is just the scene is just about Liberia. It's just about Liberia.
Oh yeah,
Okay, so that means every talent in this movie, you know, is a Liberian.
That's right. Absolutely.
So have you seen all of the people you want to have in the movie?
Well, not for the short film, yes. For the feature, no. For the short film, I tapped into a side of school that Tony works with.
Okay.
And that's how I got them to do auditions. I also spoke with Shawana. She has her own marketing company, and she was able to help me find some kids to do more auditions.
And what's Shawana?
Shawana Cashel. She does her own marketing and brand. She does so much in the area. I'm not even articulating it best. I feel bad. She does big things out here, man. She's amazing, and she's one of the people I can call to for anything, and she makes it happen for me. So yeah, that was really how I was able to find the raw talent. You know, my view of knocking out this film was to do it with a sort of Italian neo-realistic standpoint, which is where we're shooting on location in real places, and you're not getting professional actors, you're getting people that live the life, that are the characters, and then you're just coaching them along throughout the story. So that's sort of my angle.
So Liberia, this is Liberia, and we have a movie union. Have you contacted the movie union?
I haven't contacted the movie union yet.
But you want to do that?
Yeah, I would love to. Yeah, man. I've been stretching out here. I've been making contacts.
But did Jeremiah or Anthony didn't tell you that we have that union yet?
Yeah, they told me about it. They told me, but I just haven't had an opportunity to.
Oh, you just want to do the audition first. When you find your cast, then you are finding the movie union. Is that how you want to do that?
Well, the goal is to finish the movie. You know, for me, the goal is to get it done. So I'm doing the same process as I would any short film.
Okay.
Now when we're talking about, you know, there's just so many different facets as far as distribution and getting it in front of the right people, that things like this, talking on the radio and getting to know more people, that I'm hoping to do that. You know, that's the whole idea, is to continue to expand, and you guys continue to teach me, you know, because this is you guys' stories that I'm telling, and I'd love to keep building with you guys and continue to learn and see how as far we can go, how many people we can get involved. Absolutely.
You being a film director and writer, that tells me you have a history in that. Can you tell me where you some of your experiences from back home, the United States of America, those movies you've directed and have written?
Yeah, absolutely. So, you know, I learned a lot just from above the line. Above the line is like, you know, in Hollywood, it's, you know, the actors, the number one build actors, the producers, the directors, they're above the line, and they always would, while I'm making their coffees and stuff, they would give me a lot of good advice. And they would basically tell me, you have to make your film. You have to keep creating. Directors direct, assistants assist, you know, producers produce. So you got, even though you're going to school and you're PAing and all that, you got to go out and make your films. So the films that I've done 4 short films that are actually available. I did 2 sci-fi films. Federation Temple, it won a student Emmy a few years ago. I got Child Indigo as a sci-fi film that I made that won Best Cinematography, Best Sci-Fi at numerous film festivals. I got another short film that's out that is going through the festival circuit. Just this morning, it got accepted into a film festival out in Amsterdam for Best Film. So yeah, man.
Congratulations.
Thanks, my man. Yeah.
So
this film is next. This film is going to be getting in all the festivals next. Absolutely.
Okay. So now you have come to Liberia to scout talent, to associate with movies makers here. I'm hoping that you will contact or you will connect the Liberian movie industry with the United States. You can do that?
Yeah, I can represent USA. No. Yeah, man. No, I mean, yeah, I'm
You know, the truth here is Liberia is trying to progress, you know, in these areas, movie making, music industry, and we have, you know, some actors, you know, in Ghana and Nigeria.
Yeah.
So Liberia want to be making impact now in the USA and other parts of the world. So having a person like you an American, and you love Liberia because of your Liberian parents,
Right.
and you are an American film director and writer. I'm 100% sure you have the connection, right?
Yeah,
To
absolutely.
open the link with Liberia and the USA.
Absolutely, yeah. I think that the industry in America, if not the world, is it's all about show me, right? Everybody's got a cool idea. Everybody says that they're the next big filmmaker. They got the next big thing, but you have to create. Unfortunately, people just don't believe in you. You got to show them what you got, And with my ties, for example, John Amos came here last year to work on a film called Providence, and he produced it with a woman named Clarice Kula. And I've been speaking with her about this, and she's a producer out in Atlanta, and she literally just did last year with John Amos what I'm trying to do this year. And the thing is that anytime if I can get an investment, it's all about the movie. I don't mean to say that it's not about anything else, but if the movie does well, then that's what'll open the gates. That's what gets people to pay attention,
Exactly.
So that's what I hope I can do.
The movie must have the attraction.
Right. So that's what I hope to do.
Okay.
Is to make a great film, and in making a great film, before we even go to the red carpet, we got our investors and we got the money that's going to get spent here by the vendors here. That's already a win for me. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So what is the difficulty in making a movie?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's everything, man. I mean, we've already gone through a bomb burner this week, man. We need an hour for that, man. It's creative problem solving constantly. For me, coming from another country, I really needed to. I always say I wake up in the morning and apply pressure. Whether it's equipment, cast, locations, whatever integral details that are happening, there's always a weak point every morning when you wake up. So apply pressure to that. One of the things that I really try to do is I try to write around what I have, the locations that I have, and I try to create characters that I know the people that I have and I can go in touch of can embody those people, so that I'm not stacking the odds against myself trying to do a lot of crazy things. But there's always something, and the idea is just to constantly problem solve and so that things don't happen. And the first thing I always apply pressure to is casting,
Okay.
Because if there's one way I can answer that is I would say casting. Any director will say that I need to see a talent and say that's it, because then I know that I can record them with a microwave. But if they're great, people will watch the movie,
So do I look okay to be an actor?
You look amazing to be an actor, man. My man. And I also wanted to let people know, if you guys want to watch this film that we're working on, it'll be on my website within the next couple of months. And any of my work, if you guys want to contact me, if you guys want to see any of the work I've done tons of stuff. And if you want to check out my podcast, you just go to www.treihill.com. That's TreiHill.com. Treihill.com. You'll get updates so y'all can check it out. And
So I asked him what he would love to see in the person, to play a particular role for a movie. What we want to see in the person to play a role.
Yeah, man. I always tell my talent that I'm looking behind your eyes. I want to see that you're not thinking about, I'm nervous, what are my lines, what time.
So you have to be yourself, you have to be natural.
You have to be the character.
Okay.
I want you to be, I want to look behind your eyes and you're in the moment that the character is in. So,
okay.
So if the character is, just sitting still in a car, I don't want you to just sit there blankly because that's what you look like. But if the character is sitting in the car because they just got news that their wife wants to divorce them, then that's a whole other sitting in the car, right? And I want to look behind your eyes and I want to be able to tell that you just went through a divorce and that's why you're sitting in the car.
So let's say good morning if you just joined us. We got 7 minutes after 11 o'clock. This is The Grill. The Grill comes every Saturday this time at 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. This morning we have Trei Hill, an American film director and writer. He's come to Liberia with his Liberian parents, and fortunately for Liberians, he's here to, he says he's paying back. That is to have an impact in the movie industry in Liberia. Luckily for us, he met two Liberians on Facebook. You said
On Facebook.
he met T. Jeremiah F. Nyumah on Facebook, and T. Jeremiah F. Nyumah is a Liberian film director and a story writer too. And also Anthony Pase, who's school in Nigeria, but he is a Liberian. So these two are with Trei Hill here, and they are all from the movie background. We have listened to some of the things they've said. They are coming up with a story, to act. It's about Liberia. So you can call now if you want to, contribute. Call us on the following numbers: 0770 297 016, 0770 297 016, 0886 500 104, 0886 500 104, and 0776 104 104, 0776 104 104. We have Trei Hill, an American film director and writer, and our Liberian brothers T. Jeremiah F. Nyumah and Anthony Pase, right here on Freedom Radio 87.9. There are several roles in movie. You must be a producer. You must be the executive producer. What is actually your role?
Yeah, so in the independent film genre, a lot of times the director and producer roles get meshed into each other. That's just because you're trying to do things for as cheap as possible, lowest cost, and you're not necessarily hiring people or going union. So in the indie film movement, to me, the producer is always the person that cares the most about the project, no matter what, all the way from beginning to end. And I have to be that producer for my films because who else will in this sort of situation with independent filmmaking? So I end up being a producer that after I direct it, or after I write and then direct something, but I do my best to bring on other producers to be able to pick up on things, because especially come production, because I really want to be able to zero in on the production and all the details and locations and who comes where and what time and all that stuff. I can delegate that to a few good men and women that I'll bring
So
on board.
because making a movie, there's a whole crew.
Right.
Who are those you have as your crew members?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So you're looking at them. So Logic 5 Entertainment, they have a couple of more.
So you got to play multiple roles.
Yeah.
Because you guys are just three, and I know there are 39 roles.
Mhm.
In a movie crew.
Yeah. So this is what I try to tell them, and I'm a professor too. This is what I try to tell my students. We're at an age right now where with a little bit of knowledge and a couple of friends, you can make something amazing. There's people winning film festivals, winning awards with skeletal crews, with little to no people, with just a couple of actors. And it's about thrifty filmmaking. It's about filmmaking with what you got. I'm not going to set us up for a long day of shooting, or I'm not going to set us up to where we have 3 different sets or a bunch of actors or a bunch of hair and makeup and wardrobe that's got to go through. So if we know that this is what we're doing, this story does not need all of that. I know I've been doing camera tests for months. I've been testing things out back home with my friends and with my own camera, and I feel fully confident in just me and just a few good men and women again going out there and being able to execute something just based off of our know-how and our hustle.
Okay, you have this movie you said that will be coming up, and you are producing it and making it in Liberia. What are those places you've seen to shoot your movie?
Yeah, man. Yeah. Yeah. So I really look forward for the feature to film in Ducor Hotel, the ruins. I have a beautiful scene in my mind, a reflection scene with the brother and sister that I would love to do there. I've been working in a compound near Newport Street. It's just happening all there. It's just them on a day in the life. That's the way I set it up. And then we got some gorgeous shots with my drone out in Tropicana Beach. It was beautiful. Yeah, can't wait for you guys to see those.
Okay, So, like we said, you can call us now and participate. Yeah, call on 0886 500 104, 0886 500 104, 077 0297 016, 077 0297 016, and 0776 104 104, 0776 104 104. As our guest this morning on the grill, we have movie makers. Trei Hill is an American man. He's an American, but has a lineage to Liberia. He has a Liberian. Is it foster parents, right?
Sure, you can call them foster parents.
Yeah, and also we have T. Jeremiah F. Nyumah, a Liberian film director and a story writer, and Anthony Pase, a movie editor. Yeah. We're talking about the great way to making a beautiful movie. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you? Yeah, welcome to the Grill on Freedom Radio. Let's hear you. Let's hear you, Anthony. I did not hear you. Uh-huh. Okay, all right. So he wants to be part, and he wants to find out how can that work for him to join your crew if you want, you are scouting talent, because he has been into it and it just did not work out. So he's trying, and he's appreciating you for your work that you've come to do in Liberia, but he wants to know how he can connect with you.
Yes, absolutely. You can go, if you go to my website, treihill.com, that's TREIHILL, treihill.com, and you have all of my social media handles on there, my email. You can send me a message from there, and I'll reach out to you, absolutely, and I look forward to it.
Hello? Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm Cornelius Moore.
Cornelius Moore, a regular caller. Welcome, Cornelius. How are you this morning?
I'm okay, bro.
Okay, go ahead.
Well, for me, I just want to appreciate our brother when it comes to Nigeria to encourage those Liberian industry. And the two guys are looking when it's something like that, to learn more from him, then carry that to people another level. So that's why I want to say, because of all the love for me, I love that film movie, I love that film music. So that the new movie, I love the music, the movie, to support it. So when the movie is still that, and then look good, so I we all look good about our own thing.
Okay.
I appreciate it, but I thank you.
Thank you, Cornelius. Have a good day. 0776 104 104, 0886 500 104, and 0770 297 016. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep, your name and where you calling from?
I'm Patricia. I'm calling from Philadelphia.
Let's hear you, Patricia. Welcome to our show.
Yeah, I just want to say a big thank to our brother Trei Hill. I'm the main character in the other side of life and send it here from the logical fact that you on a teacher where you are. I just want to say a big thank you to our brother in the studio this morning for loving our film, because it really is not hard on the market. It's more especially this current business. People on the market don't love Liberian movies.
Okay.
So all of those that are listening to Freedom FM this morning, please love Liberian movie and promote your own people.
Thank you.
Out there to love us. What's more than you?
All right. Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
morning. Good morning. Yep, let's hear you.
Yes, brother. My name is Evan from West Virginia, and I'm calling for the mind.
Okay. Hello?
I plan to go to the point.
Yeah.
I want to say thank you to all my little friends and thank you.
Amen. Okay.
want it for them. I want to be part of them.
So the thing is, we don't know if they're accepting people now, but if they are doing so, they will announce it later on. Okay.
Yes, I'm only focusing my interest.
Okay, Chief. That's good. Thank you. 07761041040 8865001004 and 0770297016. The numbers you can call any of the three numbers, and let's talk about the movie industry. We have our guests here this morning on the program. We got like 6 more minutes to go here, and we have Trei Hill. Trei Hill is an American film director and writer. He's in Liberia and scouting talents. He's here to make a movie, and he has 2 Liberian brothers with him, 2 of our Liberian brothers. T. Jeremiah F. You I don't know why he has that F in his name. Fire. Fire.
Yes.
And we also have Anthony Pase. He's here from the Quawah speaking group, right?
Yeah.
So they are here with our man Trei Hill, and I know you've heard them explain the different roles in movie and also their achievements. So we're taking your calls now. Call us on 0886 500 104, 0776 104 104, and 0770 297 016. We'll take 3 more calls, then we go back to that. But while we're waiting for your call, probably we can be talking some things. Okay. Good morning. You driving? And you cannot be driving and on the phone at the same time. No, it's not nice. You can be driving. Are you using a hands-free? You using headphone or earpiece? No, it's not. It's really not advisable to do that. But since you insist, fine. Go ahead. That is not wrong with. Okay, sure. Okay. Okay, Chief. Okay. Okay, Chief. Thank you.
Bye.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yep, your name and where you calling from?
I'm Jason Frank calling from Wisconsin.
Let's hear you.
I want you to please tell guys I want to be part of them.
But they're hearing you. I can't tell them. You telling them yourself. They're hearing you.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I want to be part of them to be a filmmaker.
Beautiful. Yeah, absolutely, man.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you can definitely. Yeah, I know.
They will show you a way. They will show you a way you can contact them. All right.
Yeah, Logic 5.
All right.
Anything.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Yep, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Tene Family. I'm calling from Quawah.
Okay, Ted, go ahead. No, but then no, you cannot find anything right now. Sorry, Ted, this is not Spoon FM. This is Freedom Radio. Okay. Anything else? We'll talk it after the show. All right. Thank you. Morning. Good morning. Wow. Good morning. Man, you cannot be calling with that kind of feedback. Hello.
Yes, sir. I'm Gibson from Quawah.
Gibson, is it the first name or the last name?
Gibson is the first name.
So Gibson who? What is your full name, Chief?
Rohana.
Gibson Rohana. Okay, let's hear you, Rohana. Go ahead.
I highly appreciate it. But I have this word of encouragement to every member of the team. And people desire of being part of the team. Desire hard work to do, especially when it comes to the language. A lot of people are losing interest in the movie because the artists are not working on the language. The way the speak is now of the singer and people. I mean, sometimes they just yell and they're shouting and the movie is very loud, that kind of way. So people are losing interest in it. So if you can work on the language and work on the sound, you know, how people express the interest in it.
Okay, Rohana, thank you. We'll take two more calls. Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, let's hear you quickly.
Yeah, please, I'm catching my content. Listening to the program, I prefer that the guest engineer should contact the movie union because of cars, right? It's their own professional. And the great industry has been covering that most people come here, they people that are not professional. I don't know how to do what is that supposed to do. And
Exactly.
in answering the main thing we need is cars. People that can
Yeah, sure.
get off the work, people that can know what they are doing.
Yeah, sure. We talked about that. Yeah, sure.
So you should contact the movie union. Most of us here on vacation from other countries. When you contact the movie union, you meet more answers than I can say.
Thank you, my credit.
Thank
I
you.
think you should do that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So the last caller, hello.
Hello?
Yes, sir. Your name and where you calling from?
I'm John Kuba calling from Lapa.
John Topa. Let's hear you, Uncle John. Go ahead.
Your studio press and say that you guys are all like real artists actors to improve themselves.
Okay.
So I feel that you want to work with them.
Oh, okay, Mr. Topa.
Then I want to ask one question.
Go ahead, Mr. Topa. Go ahead.
Coming to America.
No, no. No, no. Okay, Mr. Toba, enjoy your day. So we will have to squeeze in one caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and where you calling from.
My name is Jerry P. and I call from Amazon.
Go ahead, Jerry. The last caller. Let's hear you quickly.
Let me start maybe let's like creating a little joke. Because the guy didn't see the other people to the anti-people gather. The actress, the actor, I don't know, because the amount of people that born here, I don't want to be a part of it.
I'm telling you, seriously.
Yeah.
Every time I say thank you to you guys for coming to support us here as one too. So there's not even 5 entertainment. I want to say a very big thanks to you guys for the work for the job as well.
Blessings.
Thank you.
I want to say something, and then I'm a part of the industry also. I'm a start recording from I just want to see you.
Okay.
But there's a things that can happen here. I don't know what it happen in other places. So far, people will just come here and then maybe do a job. Will not be on the market, but then after that job, when they go, nothing else will come after them. So I just want to say, if these people come in, it's not a bad thing to come and work with us, right? But when you guys come to do a work here, it shouldn't be something that just come to and then go back and go like a fight. Let it be like a continuous process. Because the more you people come to work with us here, the more other people will be influenced to come along to also do the job also. Thank you.
I really appreciate you saying that, my man.
You guys are
Okay,
well.
thank you for calling. Enjoy your Saturday, all right? So that will do it for the call-in section. Maybe there are some things we have not talked about that you want us to talk about. We'll start with Nyumah, Mr. Nyumah.
Yes. Thank you. Let me say thank you to all of my
I
colleagues.
guess you listen to the callers.
Yes.
Those points. Still
Yes,
points.
I get them.
Absolutely. And I mean, the last caller, I really appreciated what he said, because I appreciated what all of you guys said, but just to address what he was saying, the whole intent of me doing this again is to do this pre-visual, this short film that we're doing here, and is on a small scale. I brought in a few Liberian Americans and a Liberian actor, right? Then we get the feature film, and now on a larger scale, now we're making it, and we're actually paying Liberian vendors, more Liberian actors, right? More casting, right? More situations. So
one of the callers said, you know, not to burden yourself with running around for cast or so. The movie union has it.
Yeah.
So all you will have to do is go to the Liberian movie union.
Cool.
And tell them, look, we have come to do XYZ thing. We're looking for people to fit in the different roles.
Right.
And from there, they will find those people, you do the audition and all that, and get it going.
I appreciate that. Yeah, I'll definitely reach out to them. Absolutely. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm keeping it. I wanted to keep on blossoming and blooming, and I'm not going anywhere. That's the bottom line. I want to say I'm not going in and out. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to invest my time, my love, my energy in making something great here.
You know, the beginning of everything is not easy. So I hope the beginning of this, the get won't, discourage you.
Right.
Don't get discouraged.
Right.
So go ahead, Nyumah.
Yes, let me say hands up, and I appreciate all of the callers who make their contributions and input and encouragement. Yes, let me attack this. Let me raise a little concern to this caller who was talking about Liberian film and their improvement, their languages and things of that sort. Yes, he made a certain point that is true, but it was back then. But now I can assure him that Liberian film are taking another route. All right, they are not compared as to before. All right, it is of no boast. You can even check it up. Nowadays, Liberian film are making a great impact. All right, and the lady who talked about the Liberian Movie Union, yes, we ourselves, we are engaged with the union, and we were deciding to even meet with Trei Hill and even go to the union. All right, we talked with him about the union, but what Trei Hill comes to do is just a short film for now. He's planning a feature film. All right, so the short film is different from the feature film. So we are just running around him to
so
see.
should we call it because there's a need you have for it in movie making, the short film.
Short film or previs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, that is what he came to do right now. So we are going to rally around him, like the other guy said about getting around him. Yes, we are trying our best to see how best we can get some knowledge. This is why every time we sit with him, we're asking some things about his industry and giving us some technical knowledge too about the camera and every other thing. So we would love to say is that to our people who are saying that they can join us, like for me, I'm operating a group right now and I'm functioning and I'm active in Liberia. So you can even go on a Facebook, just put in Logical 5 Entertainment, and you can get, or you can send out a message from there. And we have our rehearsal ground in Pingsville at the Pipeline Road, so you can connect us from there. And also, those of you that are wanting to join, I can also encourage you to make a challenge of.
I want John. I want to do a village show, and I'll be a prince in the village.
Yes.
Yeah. You be a superhero in the village.
So yeah, like I was saying, those of them that want to join, I'm also encouraging them. There's a training that is coming up from John Amos. He attending back from America. So there's a training that is upcoming, and the forms at the movie union right now, like I speak. All right, the forms are there for a little amount. All right, and the deadline for these forms will be on Monday, which will be the 28th of February. All right, it will be on Monday. They extend the dates. You know, so
that form thing.
There's
I'm just hearing about him, man.
There's a training that is coming, and the forms at the Liberian Movie Union. This John Amos man, because there's a caller who asked whether he acted in back from coming to America. So he asked that question. So the person behind that project is coming to Liberia to conduct a training. So those of us in Liberia that are wanting and seeing interest in filmmaking, just come to the Liberian Movie Union office at the Capital Bypass in Central Monrovia and grab and pick up a form and fill it in, and then you can begin the process from there. All right, so as with Logical 5 Entertainment, we are in Pingsville. You can get it online, just dial in Logical 5 Entertainment, and you can connect it from there. After I will read my number, those of you that want to.
No, you want to read it now, because after you, we're not talking again.
All right, so my numbers are 0775 305347, 0775 3005 3047. You can call these numbers after the show and talk with me if you want to form part of the Logical 5 Entertainment. We do films, all right. I have films like The Other Side of Life. It is in the market, and Family Tears that we should soon be out also. So you can contact us and you can get us and join this great entertainment group. Thank you.
And I also want to say that you reach out to them, reach out to Logical 5 Entertainment if you're a bit.
Want to see the movie industry go to another level, you know. Yeah, and you can reach us on we at Buchanan Street, opposite AGM. It's called Videotech, and for the acting school, it's called Society of Unity. It's called Art and Craft at Claritown. We do acting, you know, script writing, you know, directing. For if you want to, you know, enhance your skills to go into the movie industry, okay? So you can get me on 0779 092 456. That's my number. 0779 092 456. You can get me on that. Then we can talk. We can get started from there.
As the voice of Anthony Pase, he is a movie editor and in Liberian who's school in Nigeria. Earlier on, you listened to T. Jeremiah F. Nyumah, a Liberian film director and story writer, founder of a large filmmaking group in Liberia called Logical 5 Entertainment. Now to the big person, Trei Hill. Let's hear you, Chief.
What you want to hear from me?
Yeah, anything final we didn't talk about, and then your final words?
Oh no, my final words is, man, I can't say enough how impactful these two. This is my second time in Liberia, and just how impactful this trip has been, this journey has been, and I couldn't have done it without my LIB brothers, man. They fought for me, man. They've been fighting for me. They've been going through the ringer to get this into fruition, and I'm so encouraged by that. I tell them all the time that all of the stuff that we may have in America, it has nothing on their drive and on just picking up a camera and pressing the red button and doing something that comes from your heart. And you keep doing that, you get better at it, then people are going to watch you and they'll appreciate you for it. So thank you guys.
So, gentlemen, it was nice having you here today.
So yes, thank you
we are hoping that you will come again, that we can continue to do this show, right? So Trei Hill, Anthony Pase, T. Jeremiah F. Nyumah, you guys are welcome all of the time here. We're here every day.
Thanks so much, Lawrence. You're a great host, man. You're a man.
You're more man than me, Chief.
Thanks so much for hosting us.
It's been great being with you.
And also thanks to Uncle Sam Sion, who also brought us here.
Yeah.
Mr. Sam.
Mr. Sam Sion, thanks so much to him too.
Last time in the morning.
I know. We gotta put in a good one.
Yeah, sure. So it was nice having you here, guys.
Okay, thank you.
Take care, boss.
You're welcome. 25 minutes going up to 12 o'clock. You're listening to The Grill, and of course, The Grill comes on every Saturday at about 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m.
We did it.
Because
That's called.
we're going to take a break. When we come back, when we come back, we'll bring you the top 10 countdown on Freedom Radio, The Grill, on 87.9 and 95.7. I'm Lawrence Quawah. I want to welcome you. We're still here until 12:30. Don't forget the show is here every Saturday at 10 o'clock in the morning to 12:30 in the afternoon. So we apologize for the breaking transmission, but we're still here on the show. I want to find out the song that is at the #1 spot shortly on Freedom Radio 87.9 and FM 95.
Can we get somebody to pick us up?